happy Monday. I hope you had a great Easter weekend. I did. It was wonderful. So anyway, I have a little bit of exciting news. One, let me know how your worms are doing in your worm jar. We're not, we're going to be going back and forth to the worms because they're actually living beings in our classroom. And I have some updates about the worms that I'm going to share with you in just a minute. But I want to know how your worms are doing in your worm jar. Let me know because if you need me to send you more, which I'm probably going to anyway because I think you only had like 3. And I want your worms to have a really, really good chance to multiply. So I'm gonna send you some more worms because we had 1,000 worms delivered to us last week. We actually created a worm factory in the classroom. I had to wait a long time for it, but we got a kit that comes with everything that we needed to start a worm factory. And I am going to send you, I tried to find one that's really, really kid-friendly, but this is the kid-friendliest video that I could find about this worm factory that we created and how exactly it works and what it's going to do for us so we can study these worms and what they do over time, because it's not something that you can just learn and teach about in one day or even 1 week. It's something that, we have to study over a long extended period of time. So I'm curious, let me know either on Seesaw or draw me a picture, write me a note and send it to me. Let me know, how are your worms doing? How's your worm jar going? Do you need some more help with that, keeping it going or reestablishing it again? And I am going to send you more worms, okay? And the video, I want you to watch the video about our worm factory, okay? So the last time I made you a video, I think was, Thursday. I just sent you a nice review of this activity because I saw what you were doing on Seesaw. Thank you for sending that to me on Seesaw, by the way. I love seeing you doing these things because it lets me know where I need to aim my lessons. So keep doing these activities and posting them to me on Seesaw because that helps me with my videos and my plans for you. All right? And so we know that when we're trying to read these words, it's easier to take those first 2 sounds and say them both together at the same time. Cat, right? Hat, hat. So we know it helps us hear the word better, right? So our brain, and then eventually you're not even going to have to do that. You're just going to be able to do this side alone without having to do this. Isn't that great? Yes, you're going to get so much better at that. And you're going to be able to go map, fan, hat, cat. No sounding out at all, okay? But you have to get really good at your vowel sounds first. So that's why I have that there. So another thing, and I did talk to you a little bit about this, but this is that I Can Read practice book that you can color the front of and make it your own, is these sounds, right? So you probably know your sounds, right? You probably know your sounds really, really good. But this is practice, fluency practice for you to know your sounds with automaticity. That means that I can show you, or you can point to any letter on here and you can just go, that's a D, that's an A, that's a G, right? So you know the letter names, but then you know the sounds. That's a D, that's an A, that's a G, right? With automaticity. You don't have to think about it, okay? So if this is tricky for you, where you have to think about what those sounds are, right, before you say it, I want you to spend time doing this, okay? So you're so good at this, you don't have to think about the sounds to do this. I want you to be able to go k, x, t, b, ah. Fill in the smiley face. K, x, t, b, ah. Fill in the smiley face. K, x, t, b, ah. Fill in the smiley face. Right? want you to get so good at saying these sounds that this is going to be a piece of cake. Because this is easier to do when you can do this. Now, I started you with this because I need to assess you. I need to know where you are with your sounds and your reading. And it seems you know your sounds pretty good, but you could definitely use this practice too. So this is like how fast. Maybe you can time yourself. Okay, time yourself how fast it can take you to fill in one smiley face from each row. Have a timer, right? So you go k, x, t, b, ah, p, g, a, n, y, l, d, w, I. Okay, and see how long it takes you to do that. And make sure you're being watched so you're saying the right sounds. Remember, this is not a b, this is a d, all right? So, and there's lots and lots of different pages. And then there's even blends. Okay? So once you've got these down, then you can go sk, st, sm, sn, sk, sw, sul, sp. And notice how these all start with S. These are all your S blends. You did a little bit of this on Seesaw already, okay? So these are all the letters that will blend with the letter S, okay? Ooh, back to practicing single letter. Again, we want to know these letter sounds like we know the back of our own hands, okay? Very, very important. All right, now we've got those L blends. Every single one of these blends have an L. You've already done this on Seesaw for sure. Bull, full, sul, gull. All right, so you need to practice those. You don't have to do every single page every single day, but maybe today you do this page and you time yourself, see how fast you can say them all once, and then see if you can beat that score and do it 2 more times. So you fill in all of the smiley faces, and then you're done with your fluency for today. Okay, and then tomorrow maybe you try the next page with some blends. All right, with the blends. And you do the same thing. And then the next day, maybe you're feeling pretty confident about your letters and your letter sounds. So you go ahead and you grab this baby and you try and read these words like super fast, right? You going fox, fox, pot, pot, right? So these are all things for you to be doing so you can get that practice and that fluency, because you want to be able to do this without even thinking about it, okay? No thinking, just doing. And you'll get there if you keep practicing, all right? You will get there. So there's that. Oops, this cutesy little coloring page. And then for tomorrow, I'm going to introduce this one because this is more sounds that we should be mostly familiar with, like this one and this one. But there's a couple of weird ones on there that I'm going to teach you about. So I will put that in tomorrow's video. Let me know if you got... You should have, because I think I sent them. I sent them with your dirt and your seeds. So you should have got your new sight word books for this week already. Yeah, so that's what I want to do. I wanted to cover today was the importance of doing these, a page of these every single day, and of course continuing your handwriting. Okay, it's very, very, very important that you're practicing your handwriting at least every other day, and your math at least every other day. These are just all the different ways to make different numbers. It's really important that you see that there's more than one way to make a 4. I can have 3 and 1. That makes 4. 3 and 1 more. 4. Oh, but there's also 2 and 2 makes 4, right? So there's lots of different ways to make your numbers. Don't forget to keep doing your fill it up. So that way it's all about that automaticity, that you can do it so quick, so fast, that you don't even have to think about it anymore. And you will get there if you do this a lot. Time yourself and see how far you get. Circle the last one that you did, okay? And go from there. I'm going to send you the worm video and probably another worm book because, I just love worms. They're so cool. And now that we have about 1,500 worms in the classroom, I'm going to be sending you some more. So don't be squirmy about the wormies, okay? Because they're so cool to have as pets. All right. So that's a good start for Monday, okay? Automaticity with our letters, with our sounds, with our blends, with our reading, and writing our numbers and our letters, also things that we really, really, really have to focus on for the rest of the year. And our plants, okay? So I heard that your plant is not doing as well as you hoped. That happens. Plant it again. Plant another one. Maybe plant 2 or 3 in one cup. Okay? We had some beans that only just last week decided, okay, I'm going to wake up and I'm going to germinate. Just last week. So we have some kids who have plants that are this big, and we have some kids that have plants that are this big. Okay? It happens. Let me show you something right now, actually. Hang on, right there. I'm going to show you 2 plants. I have a feeling that I've said this before. I don't know if I said it to you, though, or if I said it in another teaching video that I did. I don't know. But here's one plant that I planted on February 7th. Okay? February 7th. Looks like it needs a little bit of water. I'm glad I pulled it out. See? All things for a reason. Also, same plant, same packet of seeds, February 7th. Happens. Same exact plant. Okay? So don't be disappointed if your seed isn't working out. Just be patient. It will happen. Okay? And when it happens, we're going to draw it as it grows every other day, measure it, care for it, love it, make sure it gets, sometimes it might, maybe you just need to put it in a sunnier spot or a warmer spot because it really needs that warm temperature first. Even more than light, it needs warmth to germinate and water so that seed shell gets nice and soft. Okay? But I sent you some seeds anyhow for you to plant all of those after you do, in case you haven't already done it, your seed identification poster. You have all of those other seeds to plant. Okay? So have fun with it. Don't be disappointed. This is nature. It happens on its own time. Okay? All right. So have a great Monday, and I will see you again tomorrow. Bye. Oh, did you like your, I thought your April Fool's joke with the kitty doing your work for you was funny. Good one. All right. Talk to you later. Bye.